Elikan mebo minister Nabaso. Say what take steps to stop the na air coson. Na no kwasem ne say no kre. Say sa nneema no akoso. Nti say minister no ye bibia fa ho a bone bi anim. Nemom ye nua blakwa. Adwuma na ye de ama no. Ontiase no ontiase. I want to separate the argument. Tina me insist say one. Me bona baso say what take action against that particular gentleman. But say u ye bibia e kwan a wo be fa so nso aye no no eho hia pa. Ablakwa ye ape social media dodo. Okay?
But a critical part of us now.
No, it is. But we are talking about the diplomatic image of a sovereign nation. Okay? And your Ghana embassy in Kwana, more free census echoes across the world, several places. But say you can achieve the same effect. But look, I am not necessarily against the fact say we issue statement. But when you first way issue statement, any the details are or the better bonten may very well destroy the very thing that you are trying to protect. Or minor opese o bo ni sika sem ho ban no. Or minor opese o bo ho ban no. Wan hwe ya o tia no nim Fred Kwaten no nim no.
No, that be maintained.
One on the picture.
No.
One on the picture.
Yeah.
One more I was say or no more yeah unimomo.
So or more be
exactly. Enti the corporates no, we may never ever even see them. But the nation Ghana has suffered. So you could have easily said, say, ABA per investigation, the embassy has taken certain steps to so and so. So you have to make sure the image Ghana, you protect it. The image Ghana, you protect it. And I want to separate the issues. The action now we're taking it there solid, and I'll come into the details. But say dear na ya nyen here, you say the person you protect them. The question is, it's funny to me. The credibility away.
The foreign affairs.
Yeah, I black one the credibility.
He's our number one.
Of course. The credibility way.
What else the credibility?
Me mouth two example. Of course. We are number one diplomat of Ghana. Your credibility matters. In fact, diplomacy, one of the tenets of diplomacy is credibility.
But how has the SC affected?
Oh, me ban some catch you say me ban.
Okay.
The point is, na no nsɛm a wɔkae ɛne deɛ na woyɛ ɛno na wopɛsɛ wode wei bɛtum na bɛyɛ hoyɛ na wode kata wa wo nsɛm bi so ana woka kyerɛ yɛn sɛ yɛfa private jetter na wɔaban ba ne yɛfa private jetter, you resign. What happened to that? I don't know who updated on that statement. But NDC should understand this. Ghana has a history. Ghana, or my Ghana na team, it has a history.
Asempa FM.
And Ghana say Ghana say ya. Obia ni wa was say Ghana than NDC for. Na Obi unya 19 years. 19 years uninterrupted. Sanka Ghana be ye anka bias we Ghana ye NDC. 19 years uninterrupted. Yes, ye ka Kumasi Accra road a ye ni ekwan dan ni mienu mu a aban be na na sanko ye sa kwan.
19
years. I mean, what are you talking about? You guys behave as if said yeah, mono nanu ya na mo beye politicians. Nanu ya na mo de ya di Ghana be share monsa. We know the history of this country. We know your economic decisions. Of course. Akufo-Addo mreso yeti asese challenges aba. Yeti asese Cedi no ahoden ba form. Of course we get it. Yeti asese ye DDEP affecting Kofi. But nobody can convince me say Ghana ye dey because of Akufo-Addo. Nobody. We have a history in this country. So mumaya sumunye na munya this behavior, arrogant, disrespectful behavior as if say muna Ghana no muna moye sro abofo bi na muna munim de mo betimi aye. Why? You name history of this country?
Yeah, but they would argue and forcefully make the point say under them, yes, early days yet though, but in the last 5 months, every objective Ghanaian appreciated the kind of job they've done.
What job?
As far as the economy is concerned.
Obi.
And when I'm saying the economy, the Cedi to dollar relationship, major.
I don't have a web story. Just 2 hours ago, U.S. embassy still pegging visa fees at $16 to $1. Why do you think the U.S. government is doing that?
Asempa FM.
Why do you think they are doing that? Why are they still pegging it at 16? The rate of appreciation now, and by now, as a petrol, I bet 10 cedis or 9 cedis. But petrol is still at what? Yeah, corner petrol just about 13 something, and the petrol that's what you're saying. What was our question? I know that Chira say be at the corner AC no, artificial because BDC is no any idea no they may reduce it, but sad decline now who no. Ono no anya sao because only assurance. To be this in be 45 pesos be free so 50 pesos be free so abro so 1 cedi be then free so banka by now baby a cedi na dollar na dru no esanka petrol edru be 11 or 10 by now. Adentina petrol that's 13. Have you asked yourself that question? If you've had almost, so they've had almost 30-something% appreciation of the cedi, how come it hasn't reflected in petrol? Because only time at petrol,
OMC says they are selling old stock.
Of course. Why do you think they are saying that? Because they will tell you so mokotono at a certain price.
Yes.
Now the officer petrol no a free and no krebi. Officer bosumi no mon krebi.
But what it means is that so more tongue old stock when their new stock comes, then it will reflect.
Obi say me wa assurance say baby I see the na ho dey na dura e be sustainer I'll reduce it. If I have the assurance say be sustainer I'll reduce it. I just gave you an example of a US government still pegging. So me dey me can say e asempa hwe obi an ko hwehwe BOG Addison story bi o here o say if I want to bring the cedi to 10, I can do it. But is it sustainable? Is it sustainable? Intermediate. I am a because Sabu and they say me the Sika kwa bruchira.
Yes.
FM.
But the point is, Adiana Uyeno, are you doing it to score political points? Now Obi who ya me only Sami Jenfi betna ha. Emma Sami Jenfi beka gold who na gold for forest. When Timian challenges Sami Jenfi say Sami, sa idea ya what here na mu take credit for you. Say you did gold, ekwaji dollar, most super ba umia on it. You couldn't challenge him?
No, what they criticized was gold for oil.
What is that supposed to mean?
It was gold for oil.
You see, let me tell you.
Yes.
Bawumia did what we call gold purchase program.
Sure.
Gold purchase program, there were 2 legs. The gold for oil and gold for reserves. Ninginano is supposed to show up our FX.
Sure.
Ninginano, the underpinning argument, and they say, you bet me the gold no abwa ama ye forex no ahoɔden na yɛden egyina.
Yes.
Until Bawumia yes ade no wo no ate wo Ghana ye history we mu da. See the gold aye.
No aye no ho say ono obro mra so no. Wo ye na adwene se wonko. Ti ye fre no a enne egyina enne 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 echna na sabi a police for be we a lawyer when him say under article 14 clause 1 subsection G instances where a person could be deprived of his personal liberty. As the police even he has reasonable suspicion of you having committed a crime, reasonable suspicion of you having committed a crime or about to commit a crime. Now, want to me a police for a but near Bohosa for him, now I was won't call. Now, police for also national security by say, one more power. After the who say, a boss if I did not bomwa. What could that way ato for Cassia, who na wusu, a boy, Ghana for Mumro, wanting a so. Now, many of the people say, Yako contribute Daniel Uwana. A bread Dikaya national security for a co BPA, then to be Ukrum Hadana. And I have Honorable Dominica national security for Kubu Punani. And now Attorney General who Kubu Punani. It took the laptops in the BBR on the married deal. Don't you know Pomuna almost are? Is this the first time national security is going to state and also Mokopobi on the search warrant and a Debbie? It is one to me too special. Stay one man here and Yena friend on what for man national security for the fund and no and answer a time. Nathaniel the car, you know. The impression for young okay to say again Tina Doma Metata won to me on ya by Jumada on ya board Chamaida on ya CEO da on ya minister into there oh na poyando won to me no ankasa no sabi upo bia manaka sama wa to be a sabi onimde e wo mramu ene ye dada brabo mu kra obi wo ye lawyer ni I was so be a CEO. I was so be a board chairman. And Sana said, "O magnificent that why Monia opposed to what meaning Diana." There were instances Obi or how on crowd by position the other. Obi or how on your CEO that. But on you be or what by Mukabo Mudi Bonnet. Emma, ye can win now Bomu ye day, actually or muscle. What you say now, even under MPP, there were people who have even been party chairmen who had nothing to do with public life. MPP for Duamuko Jina court. So much so a typical example is Edwagungu. Edwagungu on your board chamada. Edwagungu on your minister da. Edwagungu on your CEO da. Edwagungu on your regional chairman. The people for no one to be say, one or Musu to your bonnet say, or Dr. Punia Yadi and Yenti, court. So that argument by Poyando say, won't to mean crowd by position yard is legally flawed and legally uninformed. That is the first point. The second point, and they say, won't to miss a MP before Mumpio, now Monty the IMSAO, na sabia son sabia nyado yet obi action why make report MPP MPP national chairman or no in terms of stature in terms of hierarchy ne bwana there was 16 regional chairmen adentina omo nyina police phone ko di omo tia won't link one eye apostle for ye dey idina then again o say make argument oh Obo ni this person for national chairman NDC for your running tea and I tata no na MPP by no another NDC by no ya so say prosecute to nipa bebre anya ye bia me nya eye kwabna dugwa o to okọ position bi into NDC prosecute na there be because NDC everywhere in krater mu no you feel say wa ya ade bi ati o man mra ebi o Professor Christo Fami ya Kofi Sky Train, you prosecute no so national chairman channel. So all those arguments are arguments that are meant to obfuscate the issues and more or less throw that in gullible MPP supporters. That is what Woon to me is doing. Now we have got a no
Abbas, before say Obeba Hono,